Good morning, Hampton Roads, and welcome to March's Roundtable. Today, I am joined with Christian Baker.
Hi.
I'm also joined with Mariah Parham,
Hey.
Mackenzie McClam,
Hello.
and Tia Vincent.
Hi.
And we guys are bringing you the first half of March's Roundtable. So we're going to be covering NSU news, local news, state and entertainment news. And Mariah's going to go ahead and start us off with some NSU news and updates. And then we're going to talk a little bit about what's happening around campus. So, Mariah, what has the university just accomplished over the last few weeks?
So on March 18th, Norfolk State University and the SB Ballard Construction Company celebrated a topping out ceremony marking the placement of the final steel beam on the new $118 million science building. The facility will house NSU's science departments and ANEMIS. The building is scheduled to be completed in fall 2027. And Norfolk State also has been selected as one of the 16 institutions nationwide to participate in From Campus to Career Illumina Foundation, a company focused on strengthening career-connected learning and workforce readiness. NSU will receive $100,000 over the next 2 years to expand high-impact practices like internships, research, and service learning that connect academic experiences to career pathways and employer-ready skills. From Campus to Career is designed to help institutions scale career-connected, high-impacted practices that strengthen the values of a bachelor's degree. Jasmine Haywood, Strategy Director for Credentials of Value at Lumina, said, quote, "Too many students complete meaningful academic experiences without clear pathways to translate those experiences into career opportunities. If a credential is going to hold value in the labor market, students must graduate with the ability to demonstrate the skills and competencies employers need. Career-connected high-impact practices are one of the most powerful tools we have to make that connection visible and real."
Yeah, so I think that's something we should talk about real quick. So, as you guys know, I hate AI. You guys know I hate AI so much. And one of the things that we are seeing is AI taking so many jobs, especially in our field. And yes, we probably talk about this every week, but every week AI is taking more jobs. So until AI stops, I guess we're just going to keep talking about this. But it's also nice that we do still have foundations out there that are focusing on, properly taking care of people who are still trying to go into the workforce. Like, you cannot say that Americans don't want to work when you're taking away our jobs every day, or you're taking away the funding that will go into foundations like this to provide jobs, research, and resources for people who don't usually have those resources. So, again, I'm happy to see it myself. I hope you guys take advantage of it, especially like Mackenzie, you are our youngest. So definitely take advantage of all the resources that the school is providing. It's included in your tuition for a reason.
Yes.
Take advantage of it. So we've got some other things to cover too. So go ahead, Mariah. You can continue. I just want to point that out. I'm going to point out anytime I can hate on AI, I'm going to point it out.
Every time.
Every time.
Well, this Thursday, April 2nd, is the Graduate Student Workforce Preparedness Series From Classroom to Career, a virtual career readiness workshop designed to help graduate students prepare for internships, job opportunities, and career advancement. The event will take place from 12:30 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. and is open to all graduate students planning their next career move. Make sure you check your email, Spartans, or sign up by emailing gradnews@nsu.edu. Again, that's gradnews, GRADNEWS @nsu.edu. And also, NSU wants to remind you that that your success matters. Free academic support is available to NSU students. Subjects like science and math, and a session will take place this Friday, April 3rd at 3 p.m. in the Office of Academic Engagement, located in the NGE building, room 125. Additional support is available throughout the semester, and students can schedule appointments online or schedule when they come visit the office. Don't feel intimidated by Spartans. Take advantage of the resources your university provides to you.
Christian?
I said it's important.
Very, very important. But yeah, so you guys want to provide any feedback besides what I said? Take advantage of
old. I'm old, guys. Definitely take advantage of everything the school offers. It doesn't matter if you think it's small, if it's just a study workshop, do anything that you can improve yourself. We are constantly improving ourselves. I feel like I'm taking back G's spot right now.
No, for
I
real.
gotta drop my little gems because I definitely, when I was going to Norfolk State the first time, I did not take advantage of that stuff, and I should have. So don't do what I did.
Definitely get involved. And 700 in Park is our leading resource to make sure you see all these events that are going on. So if you check that weekly, that could also help you.
And there's always something happening on campus. Literally.
Yes.
Always.
Also,
Every day.
NABJ Spartan Minute also will help you get in touch with school events.
Yeah, so make sure you guys check out NABJ on Instagram, NSU's chapter. We'll link it on the podcast. You guys know whatever we talk about something is most likely going to be linked on the podcast, and then we'll also share it on our own Instagram page, Hot91 Online. So, yeah. You got these great devices for a reason. Utilize them. Use them. So now let's go ahead and head over to Mackenzie with our local news for the month. There's been a lot of things happening, but there were, I think, 3 or 4 stories we wanted to highlight. Mackenzie?
So while we are still discussing NSU news, Norfolk State School of Business launched a free IRS-sponsored tax prep program. IRS-certified volunteers are providing free tax preparation services for individuals and families with a gross income below $69,000. And this is taking place at NSU Innovation Center in downtown Norfolk. Unfortunately, all appointments have been booked out. However, the Innovation Center encourages individuals to look out for any cancellations. So we will link the appointment website on our podcast, just in case. The city of Virginia Beach has announced that the oceanfront holiday lights are moving to the Virginia Aquarium. This comes after the proposal 2026 to 2027 fiscal year budget was presented by the city manager, Patrick Duhaney. Patrick Duhaney. And city that Boardwalk can no longer sustain the heavy motor vehicle traffic required for the traditional display.
Yeah, so I always go down to the Ocean View lights.
I love it.
I love it too, but
I
honestly, you never seen it?
What?
Oh, now
It's
you aren't.
beautiful.
Oh, now you can't. I mean, you can watch our video. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Now you'll have to see it at the Virginia Aquarium. And honestly, if you've ever been to have you guys been to the Virginia Aquarium? Yeah.
I love
So,
the aquarium.
I took the kids.
We're just the only ones that use Florida. Okay, it's all right. The Virginia Aquarium is very walkable and it's very nice. It's like 2 separate parts to it, and there's also the adventure park that's right next door, which is always lit up. So I can kind of see like how
They might do it along that walkway. Maybe?
Yeah, I can see like exactly where they would do it. However, Virginia still gets cold in the wintertime.
And I'm not trying to be outside.
That too.
Yeah, and I really didn't think about the wear and tear that the cars put on that sidewalk. Like, it is a very new sidewalk, well, a relatively new sidewalk. It does get maintenance done to it about every year. And when the cars aren't on it, it's millions of feet, skateboards, bikes. dogs,
Yeah,
paws. It's like it's a lot of foot traffic.
Paws.
So, yeah, okay. I can see why it would have to move, but also why not just have it down the ocean front, like how we have the parade, the holiday parade for Virginia Beach is down the ocean front. Why not just have the lights? People usually don't. Oceanfront is typically dead during the wintertime. The only people that go down there are the residents. From what I've seen, that's my favorite time to go down to the oceanfront.
Yeah,
because no one's down there.
Yeah.
So I don't think if we block off, what is that, Atlantic?
I think so.
Yeah, if you just block off Atlantic for
There's a whole strip.
a few hours. Yeah, because it ends at 10 every
that
night.
Would bring foot traffic back to the beach at that time too.
Exactly.
So
I don't know. Maybe we should go down there.
We don't know.
We don't know. But this
Maybe
is
we don't
why
know.
this is why people are supposed to be in those meetings.
Yeah.
But honestly, for me, yes, I'm in Virginia Beach, but I don't live in Oceanfront. So
I'm not a Virginia Beach resident. So.
right. So it's I can only say so much when they be like, "Girl, first of all,
Yeah.
you are in
repairing this?
Chesapeake."
Yeah, I live in Chesapeake. I don't live in Virginia Beach. So.
And I'm right on that border of Chesapeake, Virginia Beach, Norfolk. So I'm.
Yeah,
You can
everyone.
go to
All
the
three,
beach.
yeah.
I can say what I want, but at the end of the day, I think Sandbridge and Oceanfront residents have more of a say so what's happening over in that area. So yeah, now they say the event will be at the Virginia Aquarium with a focus on pedestrian access. But again,
So
like I said, I'm gonna be cold.
You getting out the car and you walking, okay?
And I'm cool with that, but
Put
it
your
get
coat
chilly
on.
down there at the oceanfront. You're not on the water anymore, but it still get nippy.
Put a coat on.
Okay.
Put your coat, your boots.
Warm up at the car.
Gloves. Maybe they'll have hot cocoa or something.
That would be nice.
That line is going to be outrageous.
Oh gosh.
It would be
You know,
another,
I feel like the aquarium needs some more. You know,
Honestly, yeah, because when we went during homecoming weekend, and there were a few people there. It was a little chilly during homecoming weekend, but it was still really nice outside. So it wasn't a lot of people there.
when I went, it was kind of packed,
That's good.
and I went during the week. It was surprising. I didn't think there was going to be that many people there. But it was I guess a relatively good turnout. But I will say, walking that long trail with 2 children.
No, yeah,
Not
the
a joke.
trail.
Not a joke.
The trail is a trail, so yeah, be prepared. Be prepared.
Stroller. Oof.
But also check out the adventure park if you guys haven't. I love the adventure park. It's
I kind of want to do
What
it.
is that?
It's
They're
treetops,
like ziplining.
so it's
Yeah.
you climb up the trees, you zip line down them. It's fun.
It's really fun.
They
It's
always
really
have
fun.
music playing over there.
It's a vibe.
It's a
nice.
time. The crazy thing is I've never went during
I've
the
never done
summertime.
Oh.
I've gone in the winter every time.
Really? Winter?
Yeah, or in November.
I'm scared.
I don't know why, but it's not that high, and then you'll break a sweat. It's not that high, Tina. But you'll also break a sweat going up the trees and everything. So honestly, the best time to go is right now when it's first warming out. Yes, it's a workout, but when it's first warming up or when it's cooling down.
I was just about
You
to
need a
ask.
good breeze.
my God.
If you have
How
a
high
good
is
breeze,
it?
it's not bad.
It depends. They have different
high.
levels.
Yeah, different levels.
It's high.
They have different levels. I
It's
think
high.
Don't let
the
them
minimum
Don't
height.
be intimidated. You got
The
these.
minimum height is probably maybe 15, 20 feet.
That's not bad.
That's not exactly. It's not bad.
Like
Minimum. What's
Don't
what's
let
the
her lie to
highest?
you. It's high.
The highest is.
Probably like
You,
been
you gotta
doing
look
the
online.
highest?
You got we gotta look online. Y'all know I don't like to spread misinformation.
Let me see.
And you
Tia's
don't
gonna
feel
look it up for
ziplining how
us
you think
while
you
Tia
will.
looks that up.
Like it's literally no feeling to it.
I just feel like I'm
chill.
going
Like you
Yeah,
just,
you just-
no,
You'll
you
be
just
fine.
feel it,
Just,
like
just you be
straight.
flying.
That's how I felt when I
promise
did skydiving. I did
Ooh,
indoor. It was
See,
indoor.
Oh,
you
And
know
I was
what?
like, I can't do
I was
that.
about to say, CD,
I was like,
know,
dang.
you just too much of a free bird. I don't know.
No,
if
because
I
I
could
won't do
Skydiving's
outdoor.
fun.
That's one thing. Yeah, call me a chicken. I don't care. I'm not doing outdoor skydiving. Indoor is
I'm
enough
not
for
doing
me.
anybody's skydiving.
Okay, I would do indoor.
Indoor's
That's
not
indoor.
bad.
That
It's
seems
easy.
like
No,
it's just some air.
That plane was a perfectly good plane when it took me up, and it can take me right back down. I'm not jumping out. No, thank you.
Sure.
So, Mackenzie, what else are we tracking for local news?
Okay, so also next Wednesday, April 8th at 6 p.m., Norfolk residents are welcome to provide feedback on the City of Norfolk's proposed 2027 fiscal year budget. The meeting will take place at Granby High School at 6 p.m. And again, that's next Wednesday, April 8th. For those who cannot attend, there is an online version or format available until April 24th, and that form can be found online at www.norfolk.gov/5825/citizen-sense. And yes, we will share the link on our podcast and on our Instagram page at Hot91 Online.
Yeah, so again, make sure you guys are putting in your feedback, because if you just complain after the budget is finalized, then you're like, oh, well, I'm upset that this money didn't get allocated to here. Well, if you didn't voice where that money should have went, can't be upset. Can't be mad. It's out of their hands at this point. So now is the time, Norfolk residents and also other 757 residents, to check out what your city is doing with the fiscal year budgets coming up next year. Because if you don't know, the fiscal year actually changes in October, not in January. So fiscal year 27 is October 1st, not January 1st. It's October 1st, 2026. At least that's what we did in the military, so I'm assuming it's the same way everywhere else. But Tia, how high is those tree tops?
65 feet high.
That's not that
That's really
high.
not terrible.
It's called the
honestly.
Nautilus Tower,
Okay.
and that is the highest point.
I've never been that high.
That's not bad.
Never went that
I don't
high.
think
You know
that's bad. I'm probably not going to do it
That's
myself,
nothing.
but I do have my limit.
Yeah, very
I won't
much so.
say that I won't ever do it, but the only way I probably ever will is if I failed a dare.
Okay.
Okay.
that's valid. That's
yeah,
valid.
that is.
Don't dare me, because
I'm
Do
not
not.
But while we're talking about high treetops and how high we would go up at the adventure park, Christian is going to tell us what else is high right now. Christian, what else is
Tell
high in
y'all.
the state news right
Let
now?
me tell y'all. So in VA, some cities are experiencing $4 gas prices. Gas prices are the highest in places such as Fairfax, Loudoun, and Clark counties. And while we are also discussing high gas prices, we are also experiencing high to moderate activity levels in flu-like illnesses that we've been seeing earlier in the month. We currently experience 1 RSV death and 3 COVID-related deaths. And we're not sharing this information to fearmonger, but to encourage you to be vigilant and taking care of yourselves and your loved ones. And also, as of Saturday, March 21st, the respiratory illness and flu rates are trending low, but keeping them low means to stay home, and if you feel ill, mask up when necessary. And that's my we are also redistricting is here, so
We're
it
gonna
ends
talk about
April
21st.
21st. So make sure y'all plan to vote.
Yeah, so let's talk about these gas prices, because it wasn't a surprise to know, like, up in northern VA that they were high, but also here in Hampton Roads, we are experiencing the second highest
Yes.
gas
Suffolk
prices.
and Hampton.
Suffolk, Hampton, and Virginia Beach are experiencing an average of $3.09,
And that's
which is
too
also
much.
the national average. Oh God! So
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
I
y'all.
filled up my tank this morning, guys.
Too much.
42.
44.
And I never have to do that much.
I didn't. Usually, I do a little top off, even when, like, I know I've had all the gallons. Not today. Not today. That thing said 12.105 gallons. I said that's enough.
That's
And
enough, y'all.
That's enough. That's more than enough.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Goodness. Well, we can't really, do much when it comes to gas prices
Gotta get it.
besides complain and
Complain, yeah.
still fill up our tanks. But when it comes to this flu and COVID, which is still a very real thing,
That's real.
you can definitely make an impact by, like Christian said, mask up when necessary. If you feel ill, stay at home if you can.
wash
I know.
your hands.
Please wash your hands.
That's
Hygiene.
Yes.
That's
Basic
heavy,
hygiene.
though.
Wash your hands. Keep some hand sanitizer on you. I thought everybody got into the habit of, like, keeping hand sanitizer on them.
I think after COVID, it was like,
You would think after
And
COVID
if you
they would.
I don't think they care
sneeze into the
anymore.
crook of your arm.
Yes, like sneeze.
If you cough
away.
into the crook of your arm.
everything we learned in kindergarten.
Yeah.
Learned it.
Because, again,
don't touch people.
these illnesses stay in the air. They are airborne illnesses that like to travel and get on to the next host. Like,
And they live on surfaces for a while.
yes, they do. And luckily, we are not seeing any more of an increase in measles cases here in Virginia. However, there are still measles cases going around in the United States, which is
That's a lot.
Please don't let me get into vaccines.
which it's just like why? And of course, again, like Christian said, we are still discussing the redistricting efforts going on in Virginia and a few other states. And Governor Spanberger go ahead.
She had an Instagram post where she basically informed Virginians that it's our duty to get ahead of this midterm elections, and saying that the House is controlled by a narrow margin and it's our time to basically get that margin bigger and take control of our plans.
And we're actually already seeing a flip in typical red districts. They are actually starting to flip blue. I believe there is the district that our president actually votes in flipped blue. This past week.
Good.
And not only did it flip blue, but he also sent in a mail-in ballot for that election.
He doesn't even
After
like
he
mail-in
said-
ballots.
But doesn't like mail-in ballots. And let me
After he
not.
said it was cheating.
He called it cheating ballots. That's what he said. Cheating ballots.
But let's not do too much because he might try to take. He's going to try to take the little bit of funding we still have.
Let me not say no.
Yeah, okay.
Not.
He'd be like,
But we're still right.
camera.
Like cut the cameras. Cut it all. He's gonna fire us. Goodness gracious. But yeah, so we're already starting to see the blue tide. But also something that I have been discussing with some of my constituents is how people are migrating back to the South.
stop coming here.
No.
Unless you vote blue, don't come here. Okay? Don't come here.
And we cannot influence you to vote. We cannot influence you to vote. However, like common sense, if all of these blue voters are coming back from up north and going back home, or just going to the South because there are better opportunities down here, or so they think.
Like I said, we full.
That's going to also influence what's happening. And that also might be the real reason why Republicans, like not only because of Project 2025, but because they knew like this was probably going to happen. Republicans always think years in advance. They are the party that is perfectly fine with waiting years and years and years to actually implement what they have been planning, because they know it takes time to implement something without people recognizing it or realizing it, or when they do realize it, it's already too late. It's been implemented.
We as Democrats need to start playing the long game.
Exactly.
I feel like we don't focus on that stuff. We focus on what's going on right now, which is good, but some things you do have to plan out. Some things you do have to kind of like, okay, let me sit back and take a look at this for a little bit to see what's actually going on.
Right. And again, the redistricting efforts here, we cannot tell you where to vote, yes or no. Of course, your governor is going to say yes because she's a Democrat. But we here at Hot 91 can only give you the information and tell you to do what best suits you in your politics. And please don't say that you don't do politics, because baby, politics are going to do you, because look at these gas prices.
They are doing you.
They're doing you right now.
We're done.
All right, so before we close out of our first half of Hot Press, Tia is going to highlight us on some entertainment news, because it's been some messy stuff happening after this award season that we had. What's going on with Kim Kardashian and our Sinners twins? What's going on over there?
So, apparently, Kim Kardashian tweeted, he deserves it, which he does.
He does.
And she said, is he single? Asking for a friend.
And who is he?
Michael B. Jordan. So he replied back, as he should, I'm good. Every time a successful black man is winning, somehow you try to insert yourself into the moment and shift the narrative. Not happening here. I worked too hard for this to turn into something else. Respectfully, keep me out of it.
Amen.
So then she said, it was never that deep.
Don't try to switch the narrative.
Don't switch up now. Don't try to flip-flop.
Switch up now.
She said, I was simply showing support. Not everything needs to be turned into an attack. People are quick to misunderstand confidence and attention. I know who I am, and I don't need to insert myself anywhere. Girl, have several seats, okay? We know what you was trying to do.
But then also Kanye.
Then Kanye comes out of left field.
Like, sir, where are you? Does he have an album release to worry about?
I don't know. I guess so. He said, Michael B. Jordan, stay woke, bro. They don't come around you unless they see something to take, which is true. Don't get me started on that, but it's true. I've been through that movie already. Protect your peace, protect your name. This ain't about love, it's about leverage. So I don't know if he's trying to like warn him that they may have something in the works for him, but yeah. Michael B. Jordan is not going for that. I feel like he's way smarter than that. So, which he already proved.
Yeah.
So, nah.
He also seems like a very private person, and we know the Kardashian family is not a private family.
No.
Once you involve yourself with them, you're free game. Straight free game.
So, on to bigger and better things, because we don't care about that lady here. Well, I don't. Tiana Taylor has been named Chief Curator for 2026 to shape the elevation of excellence across its programming for the Essence Festival. The Essence Festival is set for July 3rd through the 5th. It's in New Orleans, as always,
Every year.
which I am trying to be there.
Can't wait.
I would much rather celebrate Essence Fest than the
4th of July.
Yeah.
So
That sounds way
That is our
better.
4th of July.
That's our 4th of July.
it's like, right, that is our 4th of July.
So she's going to bring her company, which is the aunties. You know, they curate a lot of things. So I feel like that is they made a great choice
That's
in
phenomenal.
choosing her.
Yeah.
I mean, she's won a lot of awards this season too.
Mhm.
So,
she did.
you know, this is a really big season for her.
Right.
And I'm excited. I want to see what she
excited.
plans.
I am too. I'm really excited for that. Is there any other entertainment news we have?
Yes. So, Megan Thee Stallion just debuted on Broadway.
Ooh, yes. We love to see it.
So, she is killing it, and I love it. I want to go see it, but I don't know when I'm going to make
And she's
time.
killing it in silence. Like, we
Yes.
only hear about Meg when she's either posting with her man or she has another accomplishment.
Yeah,
And I love that for her.
That's how it should
That
be.
is,
should be,
I feel like
yeah.
that's the epitome. I'm not going to say that's the epitome of Gen Z. Older Gen Z. Like, that older Gen Z, younger millennial, like, just winning in silence and just letting people see.
You don't got to clap back at nobody. You don't got
The
to,
success
you
is the
know.
clap back.
Yeah, if you have to take them to
Exactly.
court, take them to
It
court.
speaks for itself.
So, yeah.
That was so shady.
Yes.
If you know me in personal life, you know I love taking somebody to court.
Sometimes you got to. So
You can't be played
We
with.
too grown.
Yes.
We're too grown.
If I need to prove a point,
We're going to court.
yes, we are going to court.
This
okay?
is the mediator.
That's the-
Yes.
And because we had to waste time, I will also be getting paid.
Yes.
Thank
You didn't have to go that
They
far.
need my time.
Yeah,
Yes.
we didn't even have to go that far.
So I don't know if you guys are familiar. I did ask earlier, but the rapper Designer,
Yeah.
he got arrested. He has kind of faded into irrelevance. So I guess this is bringing it back. But
It's
he
doing
did get
something.
I'm about to
arrested
say that.
for third
Talking
degree
too
domestic violence.
Which means that he got into a fight with someone in his family.
Yeah, but he has been released
Okay.
Okay.
as of Tuesday the 24th. So he's no longer in jail. The details of his arrest, they haven't really put it out yet, but when they do, I will definitely update you guys. OJ the Juice Man also got
Arrested?
arrested.
Oh, why?
For allegedly pointing his gun at a state trooper.
Yeah.
So, but he said he didn't do it.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean,
That's all that
if the
matters.
trooper,
Yeah.
depending on where the trooper is and there's no body cam footage, then the courts are going to say he didn't do it either.
Yeah.
Was it in
So
Georgia?
I don't know. Yeah, it was in Georgia.
Oh.
Yeah, that's bad news.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
He was arrested March 15th. And they charged him with 10 different things. I don't have the whole list.
10?
Yeah. But
He must have been doing
apparently,
something.
a trooper claimed that he passed them on the interstate and he pointed a gun at them multiple times. So, unless they got it on camera,
He say he said.
Yeah.
That
know what
sounds
to
like
tell you.
hearsay to me.
yeah.
I don't believe it when I see the footage.
No, really.
I want to see the footage, and I need you to circle it. That's what I
That's
need.
them.
You to show me exactly.
I need
When
to
I
see
did it.
everything. Everything.
If I did it.
But yeah, that's all I got for entertainment.
Well,
today.
guys, do not brandish a weapon at an officer
Yeah.
or at anyone
Please,
for that
please.
matter.
And definitely not state troopers.
Yeah, please don't do that.
Because they're the ones that be minding their business.
Yeah.
Okay?
Eh,
Sometimes.
in Georgia.
Well, maybe in Georgia. Maybe not Georgia.
It's a
But
little
in
hot out
Virginia,
there.
And
you
no,
know, I haven't had any bad experiences.
I haven't
with
had bad
troopers.
experiences with state troopers either.
But they do be on the
But they do be,
on
they
the
be
prowl, they
there
ready.
in the,
They
in
just
the
At all
cut.
times,
Yeah,
In the
literally.
cut.
Don't
But,
wait for you.
but no, they really aren't going to really clock
Yeah.
you unless you're going like after over 90 or something.
Exactly.
And that's also, we should have highlighted that too in state news. There's a new program where if you are clocked going over 100 miles per hour, you will get a electric governor put into your car.
Oh
Which
my
honestly,
I mean,
if you're getting clocked going over 100,
I mean,
Where are you going?
that's your fault. Like, I'm
not
sorry.
that
Because the law, people like, oh, you voted for this. You're getting clocked going over 100 miles per hour.
You
Let's
should
be
have something
serious.
in your car. Because what are you doing?
That's too.
Where are you?
That is pretty insane. I'm not gonna lie. That's
I'm not
pretty
gonna
insane.
tell
That is
you
insane.
how to drive your vehicle.
I
But
am.
if
I'm about to say I am.
Where do you need to be
If you're getting
that you need
caught
to drive
going over 100
100
miles per hour, that's your fault. And
I'm
that's
about to say, I don't know about you, but I'm trying to be safe. Get
Exactly.
safe.
Exactly.
and you're going that fast, and the thing is, you're gonna have to slow down eventually, anyways, because you're likely to run into a cop,
Yeah.
run into
Or a
traffic,
car.
run into a car,
Mm-hmm.
or run out of gas. And maybe
And the way gas
the
prices
prices
right
too
now.
high
the,
right
price,
now.
the
You don't
prices
need to be
are.
driving over
We shouldn't be
100.
doing over 100. We're gonna.
And I don't see no race car drivers here or in the vicinity. So
And if you feeling that froggy about racing, go up to the Richway racetrack.
That's true.
you
Richway,
can go,
Richmond.
You can go drive up there,
Go.
have a good old time.
There's
Don't
also
do
one
it
in
on the
Hampton
highway.
too. Go enjoy in a safe, controlled environment, so that you won't get a electric governor put into your car. But before we close out, we also have to do our International Women's Month highlights. We did not get to do it every week like we usually do, like we did last year. But I still wanted to take time to highlight you guys' picks. So we'll start with Christian. Who do you have for this month?
So I wanted to highlight Shonda Rhimes. She's one of my favorite American screenwriters and television producers. So basically, I chose her because she uses her platform to highlight different minorities through television. So shows such as Scandal, Bridgerton, and How to Get Away with Murder features a strong black woman lead. And in all these shows, they touch different stereotypes and different communities, such as the LGBTQ, Asian community, the black community, and just shine them in a different light that we would be normally shined in. So I feel like that's very important in this day and age.
Yeah.
So that's why I wanted to highlight her.
Yeah, I also love her work. I need to finish Scandal.
Oh, you do?
I start and then because I'm the type of person I'll start a season all the way over. Like I'll start the whole show all the way over and then I'll stop like right where I stopped the last time. I'll keep getting stuck at season 3. I know I'm terrible. I'm terrible.
Peak television. So if y'all like any of those shows, Bridgerton,
I am
How to
a
Get Away with Murder,
Bridgerton stan.
Bridgerton
Okay.
this season.
How to
That
Get
is
Away
my
with Murder was
show.
my
Oh,
that was
I
my
never
show when I was
watched
pregnant.
You didn't watch
Yes,
Bridgerton?
yes, that was my show.
So she's real good.
I never
y'all.
watched none of
Love her.
those.
I want to be in Bridgerton.
I want to be a
goodness.
Bridgerton. No, really, I want to be a Bridgerton. I promise.
Oh,
Yes.
hopefully the cast people see this and then they be like, "Oh, we got some
They might, yeah.
castmates. We got some extras."
Hey, you got us.
I can fake a British accent. I can do
I'll
it.
learn it.
That's funny. Okay. For my Women's History Month, I chose a Virginia native. Her name is Sarah Spencer Washington.
Okay.
She attended Norfolk Mission College and later became an inspiring businesswoman whose impact deserves recognition. She started as a hairdresser in Atlantic City in 1920, and she also funded Apex News and Hair Company, which created beauty products specifically for black women. And she opened 12 hair schools within different states. And
Okay, queen.
her success, within her success, she became a self-made millionaire, and she used it to support her community and build a nursing home and a golf course open to all races. And at that time, it was very segregated, so usually we had only black and white golf courses, but she made one that was open to everyone. And that just inspires me as someone who's stepping into the beauty industry to just create opportunities for my community and leave a legacy for my family. So
Wow.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't even know about Norfolk Mission College.
yeah, it
So-
was like a small school.
Yeah, it was very small, and it closed in 1916.
Oh.
And guess what school it is now? Take a wild guess. It's not an SU. It's a school close to us. It's not ODU.
TCC.
It's not. It's not a
Big one.
university. It's a high school.
Booker T.
Is it
Yeah.
Maury? Oh, really? Oh,
Yes.
that's crazy. Okay.
Yes.
I don't know why it took
Well,
so long for me to
Old
process.
Booker T. So it's the old Booker T. So
Alright.
now it is the blending branch of the Norfolk Public Library. But it went from Norfolk Mission College to Booker T. Washington High School to the Paul Lawrence Dunbar Elementary School. And now it is the blending branch Norfolk Public Library that's right there on Princess Anne, right in the
By Maury High School?
no.
By Harris Theater?
Don't
No,
ask
it's
me
right
that.
here on Princess Anne. Like right here.
No directions over here.
Oh, no, I know what you're talking about.
What is the name of this community right here?
Berkeley? No, I don't know.
Nuh-uh.
No.
Broad Creek. Broad
Oh,
Creek.
okay.
Broad Creek.
No
there we
idea.
go.
Couldn't
The Broad
tell.
Creek. It's the Broad
Norfolk,
Creek
Norfolk.
community.
I'm Chesapeake.
Oh my goodness. Sorry. Look, the Norfolk residents. No.
I'm so sorry, guys.
forgive us.
Y'all, I'm from Detroit. Okay, I do as much as I can.
No, you
I'm
got
Northern
it.
Virginia.
I'm from
I don't know.
I'm from Detroit. I'm trying. I'm trying.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, so I'm gonna go over there and see if they have like pictures of the old school.
They
That
might.
would be
Or a
nice.
plaque
You know,
or
me and my
something.
little
Yeah.
historic,
They probably got a
my
plaque.
little historian heart.
I love museums.
Same.
Really?
And we were just talking about how we need to change the Phyllis Wheatley dorm into a museum.
Museum.
We're gonna send that to the board and see what
Yeah,
they
make
say.
it a Norfolk State University
that's a
museum.
really
We need
good
something
idea.
Yeah.
for our school.
Hey, we can do it for real.
We should.
We gotta have all our
We-
ducks in a row.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, we can definitely set me enough for that. That'll be our hot press project for next year.
Yeah.
Hey.
We could be the founding members of the committee for the
No,
museum.
yeah.
I'm down.
I know,
Yeah.
really.
I'm
that
so
sounds good.
But Mackenzie, who would you like to highlight this month?
So to highlight for this month, I chose Michelle Obama.
Okay.
I chose Michelle Obama because I don't know, just growing up in DC and seeing that as she was like the first black first lady, it was just like it made me so motivated to go out for all that I could achieve, even if I never saw a person that looked like me to be able to do that. So
Right.
that's why I chose her. She was a leader, she's an educator, and she's just like a big advocate for
To this
black
day.
women. Yes, to this day, for black women, for black people, just in general. And I just love that. So that's what I
She's a
chose.
very beautiful black woman.
You want me to go?
Oh yeah, go.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I chose Angela Bassett.
Okay, another
So-
very beautiful black woman.
Yes. So she has received various awards, an Emmy Award, 2 Golden Globes, and she's also been nominated for 2 Academy Awards. In 2023, Time Magazine named her one of the 100 most influential people in the world, and she also received an Academy Honorary Award, which is rare. Most of the time, the Academy does not give you anything unless you win an Academy Award.
Right.
She had her breakthrough portraying singer Tina Turner.
Mhm.
And what's love got to do with it?
First of all, I thought she was
Was
Tina
Tina
Turner.
Turner?
I think
My whole life.
everyone thought
Thinking
she
when
was
I
Tina
saw
Turner.
actual Tina Turner, I still was like,
That's not her.
wait a minute, is that the actress? Like no, that is
my
her.
favorite movie. When I tell you, I could quote anything from that movie. And my favorite part is when she's running from the limo to the other hotel.
Oh, is that when you
so
talked about
dramatic.
across the street?
So, anyways, that actually won her a Golden Globe
Okay.
and a
She should.
nomination at the Academy Awards for Best Actress. She had a success starring in Boys in the Hood, Malcolm X, Strange Days, Vampire in Brooklyn, which is also a good movie, Waiting to Exhale, How Stella Got Her Groove Back, you know, all these movies.
Now my baby watches her in 911. That's her her
that
favorite.
is such a
And
good
Black
show.
favorite. And she's also the
Yes, and she was Queen
Lord,
Ramonda in
we've
Black
been watching
Panther.
Black Panther 2 on repeat for the
She
last
also-
week. Man,
Yes.
I get mad every time, even though I know what's about to happen.
Because why would they
Upset
do
because and the thing is,
It makes me so
I
sad.
had to
I
watch
cry
the
every
movie
time.
like 5 times to be like, okay, like I get why, but
I
still,
get
like
it.
that was just too much.
Why would they play-
It
play
was
still
OD.
makes me sad.
It's like I get it, but that was
Mm-mm.
come
I
on
shouldn't
now.
have
done it
That's
No,
that's
never
what
have done
that's what they want.
I
The
guess.
vision.
The vision.
I guess.
That's what they want.
She also played Katherine Jackson in the movie or the miniseries The Jacksons: An American Dream. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that. So good. And she played Rosa Parks in the television film The Rosa Parks Story, which actually gave her a nomination for an Emmy for that. And she is in my favorite show, American Horror Story.
Yes.
Yes, she was.
Season 3, Coven.
Yes, Coven.
Yes.
Yes.
And again in Hotel
She was in
and in
everything.
Apocalypse.
She was in
Yes.
everything.
So she is just legendary to me.
She is.
Her husband is also an actor. His name is Courtney B. Vance.
When I found out they were married, I was just
Yeah.
like,
Who is that?
You know who that
Courtney
is?
B. Vance.
Let me
You
look
know
him up.
exactly who it is.
Maybe if I
Oh,
see
my
his
You've
face.
goodness.
seen
Yes,
him
you've seen
before.
him.
But you'll
I
be
can
you'll be
guarantee
like,
You're like,
that's
wait a minute.
that's your husband,
Yes.
and they have twins.
Yes.
Yes, but Courtney B. Vance. Honestly, younger Courtney B. Vance, it makes sense.
Yes.
Like it makes so much
When you
sense.
see them together, you're like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
But even now, it's like they look like the average auntie and uncle that you would see. So it's
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Yeah.
it makes sense.
So yeah, she
It does
went
make
to
sense.
Yale,
Oh.
Okay.
and she has been acting since the 80s. So
I
she
believe
is
you.
legendary.
Mm-hmm.
And she's 67, and she
It doesn't
look
She
it.
looks
It
good.
60
Very
does not
good.
look it.
at all.
Mhm.
And I think she's a Virgo.
Is she? Aren't you a
Birthday is-
Virgo, Tia?
I am. She might be. Maybe not. Maybe a Leo. Her birthday's August 16th.
That's a
That's a
Leo.
Leo.
Oh.
That's a Leo.
Well, close enough.
She said it's some Virgo energy in there.
It's close enough.
I didn't know she was from New York.
Mm-hmm. Yep, she's from New York City.
She's that girl.
She is.
She is that girl.
That's who I
and
have.
then some. She's everything that she knows she is.
Mhm.
Like,
Oh,
oh
yes.
my gosh.
I wish she could be my mom. I mean, I love my mom.
Tia.
I love my mom. Okay.
Your mama finna call
She
you
is
like,
my
oh,
mom.
what did you say? She's like, I'm watching you. I'm watching you right
She'd be
now,
like,
Tia.
Angela Bassett is your mom? Oh,
That's a flex.
yeah.
No, yeah. I know her twins are definitely like, yeah.
Mhm.
I've
And Courtney
never
B.
seen
Vance
them.
is my dad.
They're
I'm about to say,
very
they're
private.
Yeah,
about their kids.
the twins are,
It says they're 20.
yeah, they're
Yeah.
grown.
Oh.
They're grown.
I saw one time, I still don't know what their kids look like, but I know her son had played a joke on her
Mm-hmm.
and basically told her somebody had died
Oh,
or
no.
something. And she was like,
Oh, sweet.
These are
Well,
cute.
guys, that's all the time we have for our first half
see?
of Hot Press, the roundtables for March.
They do it all the
And we are going to go ahead and go into the second half. In the second half, I have Trey, who is finally back. Trey's been going this entire first half of the
forever.
year. So Trey is back. I also have Shakur and Beck G with me. We're going to be covering national news, sports, and a little international news because y'all president is doing so much right now, guys. Your president is doing a lot. So, yeah, guys, thank you for joining me in the first half of Hot Press Roundtables.
Thank you.
And you will see everyone's faces again next month for April's Roundtable, but you'll hear us again next week.
Yes.
oh, shameless plug. You can hear me on Hot 91 on Sundays from 1 to 2. I am Vonnie V, and I host the indie playlist, the Hot Indie Playlist show.
And if you guys listen to our HD2 station, you will also hear these lovely voices gracing your ears on the HD2
Yes,
station.
yes, yes.
So make sure you're checking out the HD2 station too.
Yes.
If you just want to listen to
Download the app.
music continuously, I think we barely have ads running on HD2.
There
don't think so,
are
yeah.
no
Yeah,
ads,
it's just
I
the
don't
ins and outs. It's just
Yes.
our voice telling you what the next song is, and
Yeah.
then music.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Pandora for free.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like,
Like,
you're
Exactly.
welcome. We bought
The
Pandora
app.
back. You're welcome.
I was about to say, gosh.
Pandora was a good
Right,
era.
It's
That was
still
a good
alive.
time.
Wait, I still listen
long.
sometimes.
Oh,
Okay,
really?
I do.
I ain't
I
did
do.
that in a long time.
Yeah.
I'm guilty.
I listen to SoundCloud.
Oh, I need
Musi
my
just
Apple
got deleted.
Music.
I don't know if y'all know about Musi. It's no longer on the App Store if you ever used that.
I never used
Yeah.
it.
Them
Musi
ads
was what
kill.
you would use if you didn't want to use YouTube back when YouTube wouldn't just keep playing in the background.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I tried to open my Musi today. It said, this is no longer on the App Store. I said,
Oh,
oh, no.
Damn.
I thought at least if you download and it's on your phone, they can't take it away.
Well, you know, like when you get a new phone or if you have too much storage on your phone,
Yeah, it
the
won't.
Apple will automatically offload it if you don't use it after a certain amount of days.
That is.
That
Yeah.
actually helps me, so I can't complain.
It
about
helps,
that.
but at the
It
same
does, but that
time,
sucks.
I didn't actually do all that.
Yeah.
That
Did
sucks.
not
I
actually
listen
do
to
that.
Apple Music and I listen to Pandora sometimes when I don't want to actually pick a playlist because I just can't get with
Okay, it's
Apple
too
Music's
much.
playlist, like the automatic playlist.
I
like
can
it.
make my own.
Yeah,
I make my own.
I make my own playlist. So
Mhm.
if I don't feel like actually finding a playlist, I'll listen to Pandora. So.
It was not that bad.
Yeah.
Dejan, we're good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Here you go.
Good
Thank
job.
you. God, thanks, guys. All right, Hot Press listeners and viewers, welcome to our second half of the show. And joining me on the second half, I got Shakur smiling big as day, this Kool-Aid smile.
How you doing?
We also have Beck G. with
Hey,
us.
friends. What's up?
And
What up?
guess who is back in the Hot Press house? Trey Walker is back.
Cue
guys.
applause.
People, how y'all doing?
With
How
some
y'all-
letters
Yeah.
attached to his name
you
now.
know, a little A5A behind it.
Okay.
The oldest
Okay.
and coldest, you know, but it feels good to be back, man.
Man.
Yes, we missed you, Trey.
Listen, I miss y'all, but I stay locked in whenever I'm driving or anything. I listen on Apple Podcasts. Shameless plug.
Uh-huh.
I'm
Uh-huh.
telling you, yeah, I'm like, every time I listen every week, I'm like, man, I can't wait to get back and just catch up with everybody and talk about the news. It's fun. I missed it.
Yeah, excited to have you back. I was over here struggling. I'm not even gonna hold you. I was struggling.
But you held it down, though, dear.
I was holding it down.
You
for
held it
y'all.
down.
Y'all don't understand. Trey really does help a lot around
Yeah.
here. He's my assistant producer. His help is needed because not only does he help me bring you news every week, he also helps me stay sane.
Mm.
They be stressing me out.
So it's us X
not
that
bad-
drives
no,
success.
no.
Oh, it's
Shakur.
just you.
I gave her water the other day. I guess that was
Need to bring two. Need to bring two.
When did you do that?
a lot.
You know, with a fact checking real quick.
All right. So as you guys know, Beck's been here all morning. So we're gonna hurry up and we're gonna run through her national real quick so we can get her out of here. But before we do national, I left off the first segment with Women's Month acknowledgments. So let's
Yeah.
hurry up and do our acknowledgments for the second half. Beck,
Yeah.
you want to start us off?
I have to do my favorite person when it comes to media journalism. A lot of people do the Oprahs and stuff, but there's a lady here who I've been watching since I was 10 years old. Everybody knows at my last birthday I turned 864 years old.
Stop.
And
Stop it.
it's Barbara Sierra. And Barbara Sierra is a long time, now retired anchor. She retired from WTKR, around here we call it Channel 3. And she has more than 35 years experience in media. And personally, if I never read another thing from her bio, I watched her always have the same poise and professionalism since I was a kid. And what fascinated me was that she was brown and she was on TV. And I've watched her for years, and she's a huge part of what influenced me to make a decision to work in the media. So Barbara Sierra, I salute her.
And we have to thank her for getting you into media because if you weren't here, Beck, I don't know what we do.
Oh man, oh
Beck is
shucks.
definitely like
She
our
bring that
radio
spark.
mom. Like
Thank
Beck
you.
is our radio mom.
Yes.
So you have definitely been an inspiration.
Thank
you even
you.
put me and Shakur on to so many opportunities, and you
Right.
do the same thing for the rest of the students here at NSU, especially for the NABJ students. So
That's cool. Thank you so
and
much.
did you do a NABJ workshop this
Today.
past week?
Well, it wasn't today. Listen, every day that it turns Sunday, I think everything happens today. But it was last week on Wednesday, and just another fulfilling moment for me and a chance to connect and build relationships for them. And it was an incredible, remarkable workshop.
Love it.
Thank
Love
you.
It. All right, now Shakur, who do you have for your Women's Month highlight?
I actually have who Beck put us on to, Miss Candace Jeanette.
Okay.
You know, she is the manager for the Harlem Globetrotters, tour manager that is. Also the founder of Dear Black Man. She's an actress. She does it all.
She does do it all.
And we had the pleasure of interviewing her, and it was just.
If you guys haven't, sorry, I cut you off like that.
No,
but
it's
if you guys haven't seen our interview yet, make sure you go check it out. We did post it this past Friday, so make sure you go check out our not our Globetrotters interview yet, because we'll get that in the future when they come here.
Yeah,
So
stay tuned. Yeah, stay tuned.
yeah, be on the lookout, y'all.
Exactly. Another shameless plug.
Just a little bit.
But, you know, it was just so cool, you know, speaking to her. Her story was so inspiring to say, like, you know, where she came from, some of the trouble she might have had when she got here, and then how she ultimately decided, you know, I'm going to lock in, I'm going to pull it together. Shows that it's truly never too late, it's never too early. Your time is always your own time, and your pace is your pace. And Dee can agree with this. She has to definitely balance everything, you know, so, you know, they were talking about how they had to balance everything, because when you're doing all these things, it kind of seems like it doesn't matter how you feel. You know, they still have to get done. So, you know, it was just cool and inspiring to see. So, I got to go Ken and Jeanette.
Love it. And Trey?
And so who I have for this month, just to preface, I am a certified reader outside of school, but I haven't had the chance to, you know, get in everything because I'm trying to get a degree. I got to put my reading towards some books in class.
We get it. Especially me, I get it.
So,
I love a good book.
oh my God. So,
Love them.
So, who I chose for Women's History Month, just as my highlight, is Bell Hooks. I just really started gravitating towards her work, especially, and kind of learning more about like feminist theory. It takes you out of yourself and kind of see, especially when she breaks down like patriarchy, men, masculinity, everything like that. It's like taking your worldview, how you grew up, and like placing yourself out of it to see how others, you know, view masculinity and everything, especially understanding how patriarchal systems come together and impact others, and, you know, kind of open your eyes in a way. So I've just been really gravitating towards her work, especially in the last book that I read for her. I actually brought it with me. It's called The Will to Change, Men, Masculinity, and Love. And as you can see by all these what do you call them? Sticky notes. I don't play when it comes to reading. You just learn a lot. So one thing I will say, when I graduate, I'm getting back because I got a backlog of books that I really need to get into real bad. But yeah,
Felt that.
so yeah, my highlight definitely is gonna be Bell Hooks.
There we go.
All right, I love
That's
it.
dope.
And my highlight is also a writer, Miss Phyllis Wheatley. So we were actually talking a little bit about her earlier in the show, because we were talking about the dorm that we have on campus that's named after her, and how the school needs to just turn it into a museum instead of just leaving it how it is. We need to do something a little bit more constructive with that dorm. So if you don't know who Phyllis Wheatley is, just a quick reminder again. She is the first African-American published author, like, of anything. People want to say, oh, she's the first African-American published author of poetry, first African-American published author of anything in the United States of America. And that happened back in 1773. She was born into slavery, of course. But she, actually, no, I lied. She was born in West Africa, kidnapped, and then sold into slavery. So she is not only someone who remembered where she came from, she didn't even get over here until she was, I think, about 9 or 10. And then for her to learn a completely new language, learn a completely new society and culture, and still be a monumental person of that culture is inspiring. And of course, unfortunately, she passed away impoverished because, you know, there's never there's a saying for it. Becky probably know the saying, but I can't think of the saying right now. But it's just for us as Black people, we know we have to work, especially Black women in Black films, 10, 15, 20 times harder just to get a sliver of recognition. And just to know there are so many Black greats that have passed away that we don't know about, or they contributed so much to society and to the world as a whole, and we'll never know their names because our history is so easily forgotten.
Yeah.
So if you don't do anything else this week, look up a historic person that you have never heard of before. Just look up Black history that I don't know, Black history that's been hidden, or even look up Black history in my community and see what comes up. And if you feel like it, share that on our Instagram page at Hot 91 Online. We'll create a little post. I'll ask Leek to post it for us, and then you guys can share in the comments who you found this week or who you want to highlight for the month of March. So
I like it.
I like that.
All right, and then we'll also start off in case people get cold feet. We'll start it off. We'll start it off. But yeah, again, let me know if you're trying to get on our little committee. We got a committee going on right now to make the Phyllis Wheatley dorm into a museum.
Okay.
Awesome.
And we're serious about actually bringing that up to the NSU board.
I love me a committee, so.
Yeah.
Don't we, Trey?
A committee is committed.
Right?
All right, so let's go ahead and jump into our national news so we can get Becky out of here. Y'all see the exhaustion on her face, y'all. She the fact that she stays from before
6 a.m.
6 a.m. To way after 10 a.m. We appreciate you.
Yes, I love having these discussions and the fact that we get a chance to bring this podcast out to our audience. It's so important because the topics that we cover, we're not just talking about who's going with who and, you know, shoes and, you know, we're talking about some really important topics, right, including sports because, you know, they're being affected by everything that's going on. So this is so important.
Yeah. And something that's affecting everybody right now is travel. DHS. Ooh, I said that's so country.
That was so country. That was so country.
DHS.
Yeah.
And Project 2025. So what do all of these three things have in common? Well, we all know that President Trump has dispatched DHS to several national and international airports in order to help out with TSA lines and backup because TSA is not receiving any money due to the shutdown or partial government shutdown we have right now, which is supposed to affect DHS, but it's not affecting DHS because
that part.
ICE agents are protected by a bill that was in the Great American or the Big Beautiful Bill. They are protected by a provision that was in the Big Beautiful Bill to be funded until the end of fiscal year 26, which does not end until September 30th, 2026. So, and actually, no, I think it's until 2030 that ICE will have.
No, I was going to correct you, and I believe it's in some years, not this year.
Yeah. ICE will have funding for the next few years. And some people are like, well, what does that have to do with Project 2025? Well, that was one of the things listed in Project 2025, which was to privatize our airline system, which they wanted to privatize TSA specifically.
Well, let's just go ahead and just jump in and expound on this because this isn't a long conversation. It's exactly what we see. This is the agenda, is what it boils down to. And the agenda, again, this is the federal, national agenda is what I'm talking about, this administration's agenda. And that seems to take the importance. And that's more important in this situation than the safety of travelers who are flying specifically. TSA agents are sleeping in their cars. TSA agents are in soup kitchen lines. TSA agents are, I hear they're donating blood. This is their daily 9 to 5. And they continue to show up in uniform to make sure that when we get on flight, we are secure, or at least feel secure. And then here comes DHS to quote unquote support them, paid, helping TSA agents who aren't.
And they're not helping.
And they're not
That's
helping.
They are just standing behind.
They're standing around. They don't know what to do.
Not
They
only
didn't
that,
sign up to check luggage.
TSA are trained officers.
Yes.
These are trained officers who go through an extensive training. They go through an extraneous background, several background checks before they are allowed to become TSA agents. It's not an easy job to become a TSA agent. Not only that, you also have to have a certain security clearance, and DHS is not the same. We have already seen that when it's come to these ICE security or these ICE officials that you can just come in, get your little $20,000 sign-in bonus, and you're getting little to no training. You're getting less training than our average police officers.
Yeah.
And that's already minimal training right there.
Well, the Senate lawmakers, they were deadlocked again. The headline reads exactly how it happens. I think this is so poetic. Another day, another deadlock. And I think what would give this even more poetic justice is if this said, another day, another deadlock about the dollar. That's really what's going on.
Exactly what it is.
And so this impasse that they reached is rejected each other's proposal about reopening the Department of Homeland Security. And that puts so many people at risk. And since we're specifically talking about flying right now, because this doesn't just articulate at airports. This really affects us in so many different areas of our daily lives, everyone in this country. And I think if they remember that they too are the people and remember how this affects them, they keep thinking they're bigger than the program.
We have idolized and basically we have deified anybody that we feel is greater than us. But the thing is, at the end of the day, we put you in power. We give you the power. I feel like the people
To represent
also
us,
have
that's
to
the power.
remember
That's what you're supposed to do.
The way that we give the same thing that we say as mothers. I haven't said this to my child, by the way, but I have heard this growing up.
I brought you in this world and I'll take you out.
Exactly. The same thing with our representatives. We put you in power and we'll take that power away from you. This is the year that everybody needs to be voting.
Yeah.
We have a redistricting vote going on right now, and Trey and I will actually be talking about that a little bit more in a separate podcast for everyone to listen to. And again, we cannot tell you how to vote or who to vote for. We can only tell you to vote in alignment with your politics and your views, but pay attention to what you are voting for, who you are voting for, and why you are voting for them.
Yeah.
Like please vote in your best interest.
Yeah.
Like all we can do as media professionals is give you the facts of this is, for example, the redistricting. This is what that means. This is the proposal. This is what a yes vote means. This is what a no vote means. You take that information and you just move forward with what you think would be best. And don't just think about yourself. I would argue you should think about yourself,
Your
family
family.
members, your neighbors, your coworkers. Think about everybody. How it's going
Agreed.
to affect everybody. So I want to challenge our voters to take it one step further of not just voting in your best interest, but also vote in the best interest of the people around you.
Yeah, that's good. I know time is ticking for me, but I did want to talk about something. Also in the national news, Virginians getting reimbursed for Trump's tariffs.
Fingers crossed. Virginia and 17 other states are fighting to get reimbursements from Trump's beautiful tariffs that have been striking us left and right like it's nothing. Just lashings.
Yeah, this has been a really cumbersome, tiring battle. And $1,700, y'all know it's not 1,700 states. $1,700 is the amount proposed to reimburse every Virginian. And the total of the tariffs, by the way, came to $166 billion.
With a B.
With a B. B as in boy, are you serious? B as in big beautiful Bill. B as in
Do you know where all that money could have went?
like it could have stayed in our pockets.
The money that we're spending daily on a war,
homelessness,
where all that money can go. I just don't understand how. Oh, we don't got the funds for that.
Yeah.
No, it feels like we do.
Yep. So
it looks like we do.
That's right. So 17 other states, of which Virginia is a part of this coalition, got together, and it was spearheaded by New York's Attorney General, asking for these refunds. So that $166 billion was paid by over 330,000 Americans, and people want their money back. And rightfully so. We want our money back. And so the Office of the Attorney General this past Wednesday before last sent a letter to Congress and asking the leadership to please pass the legislation for the reimbursements. And that money, those tariffs were collected under what's called the IEEPA, and that's the International Emergency Economic Powers Act. And without a bunch of jargon and mumbo jumbo, y'all, people just want their money back.
Right.
They want their money back. In times like these, especially, people want their money back. And I don't know what the argument against that is, because if we didn't have to pay it out at first, they never would have had access to it. And so Virginia, each of the states that's participating in this coalition is asking for $1,700 back per person. And I'm going to read a quote, and it says, this quote is from the Attorney General of New York, the Attorney General of Virginia, Jay Jones. And he says, we are just demanding that the money that is owed to us come back to the people who earned it. And he also says $1,700 is real money for real people. We're using every tool in our toolbox to make sure that money comes back to where it's supposed to be, which is in the pockets of hard-working Virginians.
Hello.
It's not too much to read above or below or in between that. I think anybody could use a $1,700 check right now.
Listen.
We need that, So those tariffs were never going to be a good thing for us.
We knew.
And I don't know that we paid attention to it because it sounded far away. I think a lot of things that are going on right now, people are a bit disengaged. One, because it's overwhelming, because there's so many things going on nationally and internationally. But until it does a thing like this, like hit our pocket, and the really disgusting part about this is this hit our pocket slow and sure. This wasn't even a stick up.
But the thing is, again, we knew that this was going to happen.
We knew it was going to happen.
And the
He
people
said
that
so.
should have listened did not listen.
Yeah.
And so I hope they're listening now, because, again, if it's just, the people who know and understand, we're just talking to being a dead horse at this point. So
I hope something happens expeditiously with this, and that $1,700 comes back to Virginians and all of the Americans, the states that are a part of this coalition. Because what J.G. Wentworth say? I want my money and I want it now.
call J.G. Wentworth. 877 cash now.
It's your money.
You need it.
And want it now. So, yeah.
The U.S. government said, nah, baby, you don't need that. You don't need
Go
that.
ahead and take that off your hands. Thank you.
Take that little
Let me
by
hold
little.
that, please. Let me hold that.
And they might as well go ahead and cough it up, because y'all keep holding on to it, you're going to owe us some interest. You owe us some anyway.
And then
That don't
some.
play.
But it feels like, before we let you go back,
Yeah.
it feels like this administration is ready to just completely obliterate our economic system at whatever cost. Because at the end of the day, I think they feel as if they will not be affected. But something that we are seeing is you can't even run to our allies anymore.
No.
They don't want nothing to do with us. They don't want anything to do with us.
Not at all.
And America has not been, I think we spoke about this briefly last month, Beck. America has not been number one for a long time. And before COVID even happened, we fell off of being the number one global superpower in the world and went to China. And China still was able to hold on to that even during COVID, even when we had the crazy smear campaigns about COVID and how, it came from a lab in China, and literally let millions of people die from that illness, and are still letting people die from that illness today because we act like it doesn't exist. America's just not there. We act like we are a first world country, but we are, and I have been saying this since I have been maybe 15, we are a third world country in Gucci flip-flops.
No, for real. For real.
It's a great way to describe it.
Yeah.
We are a third world country in Gucci flip-flops.
Yeah, we're the pig with lipstick.
Yeah.
We're the pig with lipstick. And you know, I
The
just
things that we do are disgraceful.
disrespectful.
Things that we think are okay are not.
Yeah.
And
In plain sight.
with no
Broad daylight. I didn't mean to rhyme, it
no
just
care,
came out like that.
Just no care for nothing.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what's gonna happen to us? A lot, because
Yeah.
the boomerang comes back every time.
Every time.
Every time.
And that's why you see such an increase, just, you know, in my closing, you know, the news that we have to report every week.
Every week.
I look forward to opening up my scripts and my stories and doing my studies on, oh, look what we did. And it's just, we're not there right now.
Right.
We're just having a hard time right now. We're resilient. We're going to get through it. But this takes, if ever before in this lifetime that I can speak to, now's the time we have to stick together. And we have to be on one accord. And we have to really understand, if never before, that our votes matter. And not just during federal and presidential elections. I'm talking about for school board. I'm talking about for city council. I'm talking about for civic league. All of that matters. All of that matters. So,
Absolutely. Right, Mama Beck, we're going to let you head out.
all right,
Go
y'all.
get some rest.
I'm going to get some rest. I'll see y'all. Thank you for having me. This roundtable discussion is imperative, and we have to keep it going. Welcome back, Trey.
Thank you.
All right, guys, so let's let Beck step out, and then we're going to go ahead and hit on a little bit of international news, because I know people are wondering, well, if we have Venezuela and they're doing stuff with their oil, why can't we just, get some of their oil? Why are gas prices so high? But before we hit on that, Trey and I were actually having a discussion about how the U.S. Senate passed the 21st Century Road to Housing Act earlier this month, and why that's a good thing. There is something that was added into the Housing Act that has nothing to do with housing at all, and depending on who you ask, this also might be a good thing. But there was a provision that was added into that House bill, and it is a temporary ban on the Federal Reserve issuing a central bank digital currency until December 2030. So what does that mean? That means that the Senate banned digital dollars. And depending on who you ask,
just boredom.
well,
whatever they want.
depending on who you ask, that could be a good or a bad thing. Because, first of all, like we just said, there's a lot of stuff going on right now. The way that America is not number one right now, and how our dollar does not hold the weight it used to hold, we don't really need to bring in digital currency right now. I think where we are right now with digital currency is enough. Then we also have AI.
Right.
Which I already did my AI slander earlier today. I'm not going to do it again. But Trey, if you want to.
Listen, because I miss my AI slander, so don't get me started. I'll take over this whole episode. Just on AI. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna do that today. But kind of going off of what Dee was saying with the banning of the digital dollar, depending on who you ask, it could be a good thing. It could also be a bad thing. But the article that we were, reading and discussing kind of brought up a good point that there is still a lot of Americans that don't have banks altogether, and they rely on digital currency, especially like third-party cryptocurrency. And when I say that, like the Cash Apps, the PayPals, everything like that. So the issue with there not being a centralized digital dollar is, security, for example. So which service was it that was hacked at one point? Was that PayPal? It was
Probably
at some point.
PayPal, Coinbase, Robinhood, they've all been
all
hacked.
of them. See, and there's a security issue, but
Exactly.
The article, it brought up a good point of they said roughly 5.6 million Americans, they remain unbanked, and the rate for people that don't have banks to hold their cash is usually 5 times higher for Black and Hispanic households compared to white households. So there's still that reliance on digital currency that we just don't realize. And so with this ban, it's kind of, thinking of, okay, there's not a centralized digital dollar, so we have to rely on these outside systems. And the folks that have to rely on these outside systems are more vulnerable to losing all their money, and it just so happens to be Black and Hispanic people, unfortunately.
And these outside systems are companies, not agencies, which means that they can just make whatever rules they want to.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, they are just bored, Shakur.
That's what it seemed like.
Because, honestly, instead of banning it and then putting it in a housing act bill that probably no one is actually going to read, why not make a provision that would create an agency to centralize digital currency? But again, America's going through a lot right now.
A lot.
I don't think America can worry about
What did he say
too
earlier?
much more.
Getting them lashings? Yeah. We getting them lashings.
Just getting
bad.
lashed
Every time you
left
turn
to
around.
right. So we'll keep watching that because, of course, it has to go to this House, and then we'll see if the House also bans it. But considering the fact that the Republicans that did put in dissenting votes only discuss housing policy objections and not necessarily the CBDC provision, which was also surprising to me, it might pass in the House too. So that's another bill that we'll keep watching, and we will let you guys know an update on that when we get it. Now we're going to go ahead and jump into international before we head into sports.
See, I was happy when the conversation changed from gas.
Oh, no, we got to keep talking about gas because it's so high. You know, our average here in Virginia is $3.90 a
Yeah.
gallon.
Ridiculous.
And you know who has the second highest area of high gas prices?
Us.
Us.
Mhm.
Who's the first?
Fairfax, Loudoun County, and that general Nova
Okay.
area up there.
Gosh,
Yeah. So, what's going on with Venezuela? So, a lot of people have listened to or saw or read about Venezuela's acting president pitching reformed oil sector promises to Miami Summit investors. And that just happened this past Wednesday. So, Venezuela's acting president, Delcy Rodriguez, preached of lucrative long-term opportunities in her resource-rich country at a Saudi, yes, as in Saudi Arabia, backed investment summit on Wednesday. Now, first off, let's unpack that real quick. For a country who swears up and down that it doesn't like socialism and it doesn't like globalization or anything like that, we stay having other countries meddling in our affairs. Why is there enough Saudi? Like, I know why, but we are in war with Iran right now.
Mm-hmm.
Lashings. This Saudi-backed investment, I feel like you guys have other things to be worried about right now because Iran is also attacking Saudi Arabia. They're attacking anyone who is attacking them. Saudi Arabia is on side with Israel and the United States. So again, I just think there should be other focuses when it comes to a lot of things right now, and this is just not one of them. But also, if we have confiscated not only barrels of oil from Venezuela, we also have confiscated money that was supposed to be going into Venezuela. We aren't seeing that.
Right.
It went into a private bank that we talked about earlier this year. We still are not seeing that. Gas prices are through the roof. The average barrel of oil is still over $100 right now. And a major issue is that Venezuela just does not have the type of oil that America needs. So it makes me wonder, one, why did we waste so much money and so many resources going over to Venezuela? What's the real reason? Because even if the attack on Iran didn't happen and the Strait of Hormuz was not shut down, we still wasted money, time, and resources to go to Venezuela to capture somebody who was being housed in a New York prison on the taxpayers' dime. For what?
It feels like just a power move just to say, oh, I'm America, I can't do this. What y'all gonna do about it? That's what it feels like, for a lack of professional commentary on that, and it's just America just be doing whatever they feel like doing, and it's just with a country like that, just in my opinion, going just on a power trip for everything. We're gonna see the results of that power trip. It may not be immediate, but we're gonna see those results, i.e. what's going on literally right now with all this gas almost being $4. Y'all, I drive a Hyundai Elantra.
It's
Hyundai Elantra.
It's a Hyundai.
I've had that car for 4 years. I can fill that tank up. I've never seen it go past 40. When I tell you I filled up my tank last week, and I used my Kroger points, got 20 cents off, still $45 to fill up that tank.
That's insanity. And like I said, I filled my tank up at $44.
Dang.
Still.
I want to agree. It definitely is a power move because, like, I feel like he's doing this now because when we look back, they might not be able to do anything now. But like you said, at some point, something's, I don't want to say anything bad, but like, this,
What you
it's
about
like
to
watch
say,
list.
Trace? What you about to say, Shakur? What you about to say?
I'm just saying, like, yo, there are consequences for actions. And it's like, I understand that he's like making all these moves and he's not going to be a president forever, obviously, but like, America still has to end up, laying in the bed that he's ultimately making.
But that's the thing, is this not the consequences of the 70 million Americans that voted for his actions? And also, yes, I truly do believe that the election was rigged. However, people really underestimate American hate. White American hate and white supremacy. I say this all the time, people really underestimate how strong that is and what white American men are willing to sacrifice just to feel like they are on top of someone. But also, I mean, look at the president. Look at what he's doing. So, yeah.
I agree, and I'm not gonna go on a tangent, but I will say, just for the origins of America, the roots of this country are white supremacy, and because of a nation that has been here for as long as it's been, in those roots, the flowers, i.e. society, it's gonna have those white supremacist tendencies in there, and whether or not we see them, it's still just in society. It's kind of like our job to deconstruct the society that we grew up in, the norms that have been made and practiced, and kind of understand where they came from, ultimately dispel those roots and start anew. That's where we're at now. So it's just going off of what Dee was saying, like, white supremacy is gonna prevail. Like, people really do underestimate hate. Like, they underestimate it.
It's very strong. What's that saying? There's no Christian love, or there's no hate like Christian love.
I never heard that. It's crazy.
Yeah. I feel like that can be said for a lot of things. And then also the saying that the revolution will not be televised. Yeah, because the revolution happens right in front of your face, whether you realize it or not.
It also starts internally with deconstructing
with
everything.
yourself. So we're going to have another challenge for the audience after this. But let's go ahead and finish up real quick with our international news, because we were only supposed to do the second half for 30 minutes. I think we're already pushing 40. So
Really?
It's just like, it doesn't feel like it ever.
You can't put certified yappers together.
You can't.
It's never going to be in the
Can't
time
put
it
them.
needs to be.
Yeah, you can't have a time limit on it.
So as everyone knows, like we have just been discussing, Iran is not happy with us, rightfully so, because we attacked them along with Israel for absolutely no reason. And while our president is trying to make it seem like we have the upper hand in this fight, we don't. We do not have the upper hand in this fight. Just because we have really fancy, really expensive equipment does not mean that we know how to work that equipment. It does not mean that equipment will be effective either. So, yeah. But there have been several proposals that the U.S. has sent over to Iran by way of Pakistan. And Iran has basically said no, because until conditions include guarantees that include compensation, the Strait of Hormuz, in a ceasefire for Lebanon, they will not be agreeing to anything that the United States is offering. But I also think what Iran is going to be expecting from us is for us to completely move out of their region. I do not think that, first of all, I don't think, as a military veteran, I don't think we have any business being over there. When I got into the military and I found out we have more bases globally than we do domestically, that's kind of when I started getting radicalized, because I was like, that don't make no sense. How will we ever protect ourselves if somebody came over here? Because the capabilities are there, very much so there. Again, America is not the top, especially when it comes to education. That's why we're here. That's literally why we are in the predicament that we are in now. So we're going to keep watching and see if there will be an agreement that comes about. But even if there is an agreement that comes, of course, knowing Israel and America is going to be short-lived, because both parties like to completely go against their ceasefire agreements. And that's just a historical fact. And we don't even have to go back that far in history to see that. We can literally go back within the last 10 months, and we will see that from both sides. So we also have information coming from both sides that kind of contradict what each side is saying. Of course, here in the U.S., we're saying, we hit over 10,000 targets, and we did this, and a third. But in Iran, it's like, yeah, babes, but we're hitting your ships. And you're saying that. You're saying we're not. Like, we're hitting around you. We completely closed the Strait of Hormuz. Your gas is going up like you don't have the upper hand here. So
it feels like a chess versus checkers situation.
We're not playing chess, though. I don't think we're the ones playing chess.
No.
I don't even think we're playing checkers. It feels like we're
just sitting there. There's no pieces.
It feels like we are playing the worst game of Battleship known to mankind.
I was thinking rock, paper, scissors. We just trying stuff, hoping it works.
And hope it sticks.
Right.
Oh my gosh, my throat's so dry. So yeah, and the United Nations Human Rights Council had a unanimous adoption of a resolution addressing the human rights impacts of Iran's unjustified attacks on Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, Kuwait, Oman, Qatar, the UAE, and Jordan, all places that American bases are either located or have American embassies. But where was that same energy for Israel?
Picking and choosing battles.
I just don't understand how, and maybe because we're black, we understand this a little bit better, but the little guy, the oppressed, is constantly put as the bad guy in the situation. Eventually, you're going to get tired of being stumped on. You're going to get tired of always feeling like someone else is intruding on your land, on your house, and unfortunately, the little people are going to have to pay for very old white men's choices.
This has got to be like the biggest example of gaslighting we've seen.
Like, I don't know what's worse.
Gaslighting on a world stage is crazy.
It's like, because we saw the after effects of like the Iraqi war more than we saw the actual war itself. But our older cousins saw it, our parents saw it, and it's just like, aren't y'all tired? I'm tired. Maybe because I went to the military, that's why I'm super tired. But like, when do we say, okay, enough of this? Like, when do we all finally say, okay, enough is enough?
That's the thing. Like Beck was saying, everyone has to be on one accord. Like,
it doesn't even have to be everyone. Just 3%.
That's still a lot of people.
It's a lot, but that's literally all it takes is 3%.
And like we were saying, like if you just have people, we can't even decide what shoe we want to wear. We're talking about rap beef and stuff like that. Like, it's bigger issues we need to be worried about than that stuff. Like, all that is fun, but this is real life.
With real life consequences that we are seeing every day. Every day. So it's just something to keep in mind, just to like not be, what's the word? Is it jaded? Is that the right word? Just not being disillusioned to everything. Yes, it is a lot, but we're not, like, you don't have to solve the world's issues by yourself.
Right.
There's billions of us in the United States alone. Is that a fair statement to say? Billions in the U.S.
Maybe millions.
Millions.
Maybe millions.
Okay. There's a lot.
A million.
There's a lot of people.
It's
Right.
a whole lot of people.
So you don't got to do it yourself. You just got to find people that have common interests
Exactly.
on the problems that you're also interested in. Get together, link up a little collaboration.
And then collab
It's
with other
easy.
collabs. Like I say it all the time. The 757 is way too divided
Yes.
for it. Like it's way
1000%.
too divided.
1000%.
And yeah, me personally, I don't know. I keep telling people, let me know when y'all ready. You say, hey, I'm ready. I'm like, all right, let's go. I'm waiting on y'all. Cause like I need a group.
The
You
support.
can't just do it by yourself. And also, I'm a black woman. I do a lot of stuff for myself already. The least you can do is help me change the world.
Talk to him.
At the very least, the
Talk
very
to
little
him.
bit. Cause I don't want my daughter does not deserve a world like this. Like this, she didn't ask for this.
Right.
We
None of
didn't
us
ask
did.
for this.
Yeah. We didn't ask for this at all.
So yeah, I don't know, guys. Fingers crossed we get it together in the next 10 years. Is that good?
I think that's a
fair
assessment.
If we don't got it together by 2036, we might either we are already cooked, literally, or we're about to be cooked. Cause yeah.
I'm glad you said literally because I was
Literally.
thinking that in my head. I said listen.
Oh no, look, because if we haven't learned that AI is gonna take over the world first, environmentally and then physically, I don't.
Dang.
All of this stuff is intertwined.
Yeah, it is. It's getting scarier and scarier.
All
You're
of this
gonna
stuff
have
is intertwined.
you're gonna have no idea what is what. Like, and that
People
sounds,
don't know today. I'm so tired of old
We don't
people
know.
showing me AI. Don't get that out my face.
and they believe it. Like,
Get it out my face.
people don't understand how crazy that is, especially when you take it to court.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
It's dangerous.
That's a dangerous thing, man. That's a dangerous thing.
And there are
So,
several companies right now being sued for deep fakes. Even
Yeah,
what's
Sora
that?
AI, they
Sora is
just-
being it just got dissolved.
Yeah.
So they're
They just took
completely
it down.
shutting down everything.
Yep.
Thank God. But
Yes, it's
knowing
terrible.
them, they're probably just going to rebrand and make a new name.
AI Sora. That's what they're gonna make.
And they really will do that because it's going to stop
Right.
them. All right. Well, let's go ahead and start closing out. Shakur, what are we looking at for sports? We have mentioned about our Globetrotters interview,
did.
but what else are we looking at? What else are we tracking today?
Excuse me. So for March, it is Women's History Month, and the WNBA made history with the average compensation rising to over $583,000.
Okay.
The minimum salary for players jumped significantly from $270,000 to $300,000, and the team salary cap expanded from $1.5 million to $7 million. Top players can now earn over $1 million per season under this new structure. That increase, one, is well deserved, but two, it's amazing.
It is.
I would love a pay increase like that.
Look.
Right?
Norfolk State, I'm looking at you.
That is amazing. We're not going to talk about how much the NBA players get paid, but just know there's a
It's
significant
crazy amount.
significant pay difference there. And I don't get how socialism is understood in franchises like our sport franchises, but not in our regular everyday government. But Shakur, go ahead and say what you were going to say.
No, it kind of has something to do with that. So people often bring up the comparison between NBA pay and WNBA pay, but it's all a part of the pool. I don't know if I'm saying it the right way.
No, you're
but
saying
it
it
really
right.
is all a part of the pool. Like, players are just trying to get more of the money that the WNBA makes. And I mean, the WNBA just was founded in 1996. So they're fairly a new league. So they're still trying to get it together, but I feel like this is a huge jump for our women.
It
Huge
is,
jump.
and I hope it keeps going up because, honestly, I don't know why the WNBA fell off the way it did in the mid 2000s. So that'd probably be like a project we'll work on. Like, why did the WNBA fall off like it did? Because I remember when we had the Detroit Shock in the early 2000s. It was still something that was looked at, celebrated, but like 2010s, probably until Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark came up in the early 2020s, nobody was really paying attention to WNBA, which sucks because phenomenal players have always been in the
ballers.
You want to see
WNBA.
fundamentals?
So
Listen.
No,
look,
seriously. Even yesterday, like this was even college basketball, and I'm watching who was it? Virginia had played someone. I think it was Utah. And I'm sitting here like, yo, they are hooping, yo. The game went to double overtime. I'm so mad I had to leave. Virginia got the dub though, by the way.
Period.
But I was like, man, like people just need to tap in more. That's what I think. Once they tap in, they'll see what's going on.
but then also tap into your local ones too, because even with like our women's basketball
The
scene,
MEAC
we
is
see
amazing.
the MEAC's amazing, but we see more support for the men than we do the women.
Mhm.
And our girls balled out. Our girls ball out every season.
Yeah.
Every
single
season.
Like they're either in the championship or winning the championship. Like
And they even went to another tournament when they
We
didn't make the
did.
MEAC. So
we went to the WNIT. Unfortunately, with that, we had a terrible foul call in the last.
y'all were.
0.7
I'm
seconds.
glad I didn't come. I probably would have ran on that court. Like,
Yo,
hey,
it was-
do you need my eyes?
It was so bad because Debria made the free throws, so the game was 54-54. 0.7 seconds left for Loyola. They had the ball. As soon as they get the ball, supposedly a Norfolk State player fouled them, and the
I'm
ref
not
sent them
trying
to
to
the
hear
line
that.
for overtime.
I'm not trying to hear
You
that.
can't end the tournament game with free throws. Let them go to overtime. That's
them
ridiculous.
refs had a parlay in that.
They definitely had a parlay.
Oh,
And then
for sure.
People were screaming at the ref, and the ref was mad. He was kind of screaming back at the people. Don't know what he said, but he was talking back. I'm sitting here like, what type of ref are you? Like, this
See,
is
that
what you
should have
signed up
been.
for.
They should have just redid the whole game at that point.
Yeah, we did. Just got a brand new ref.
Yeah, terrible. Well, if anyone is wondering, the 2026 WNBA All-Star Game will be hosted by the Chicago Sky this year on July 25th. So, if you're trying to support some women this year, go out there and support. I just came back from Chicago a few weeks ago. Had a good time, and I will be out there in the summertime. So,
He ain't playing. Is that your new travel spot?
I won't say all that, but it is nice. We have a joint hate for Ohio State, and I really enjoy that. So, I really enjoy that.
Any
Plus,
chance to slander, I'ma take it.
look, any chance. And
Professional
it's only
hater.
3 hours away from home, so yeah. Chicago is nice when I need a break from Detroit if I'm back at home.
That's real.
That win is not nice though. That win
Yeah,
is
I
ghetto.
heard it. I mean, it's the Windy City, yeah.
And
But I have friends who live out there. They
Its
say
name
it's crazy.
definitely makes sense.
Absolutely
Definitely.
crazy.
It's very disrespectful. But that's all the time we have. Sorry you guys have been stuck with us for like 2 hours, but hey, certified yappers. Certified yappers. But that was March's Roundtable. Make sure you guys join us next week back on the radio for our regularly scheduled program. And again, I was joined with Beck G, but she stepped out because Mama Beck tired. And she's a busy woman, so she had more things to do today. But I was also joined with our sports correspondent, Shakur, and our state's correspondent / assistant producer / extras writer. Because whenever we do anything extra for the month, Trey is on for that. Trey Walker. And welcome back again.
Thank you. Like I said, man, it feels good to be back.
Again, MED.
Of course, look, you can't be forgetting yourself, Miss Host.
Exactly. Boss lady.
Y'all know I don't like this. But, all right. As always, Hampton Roads, stay safe, stay informed, and you will hear us next week.
Hot Press is produced by Norfolk State University's WNSB Radio, Hot 91, with help from the Associated Press. Tune in each week for Hot Press, right here on Hot 91, the Soul of VA.